This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your perfect website. Well, hello and welcome to the Western Highlands here in Scotland. And I'm shooting a very interesting and historic viewpoint this morning. And it is absolutely beautiful. All you can hear this morning are the geese and the wild birds. It's just beautiful. A little bit of a ripple on the loch here as well, looking back to Kilchurn Castle. What could be better? Some nice colour in the sky too. So I'm here for the next couple of days in my van to do a bit of a trip, scouting and looking around these amazing places. Got a few different places to visit, and yeah, I'm thoroughly excited to see what we can capture over the next couple of days. It's just so great to be back here in Scotland once again. Anyway, I'm framing up a very simple shot at the minute of the castle looking across the loch here, and I think it's going to be really nice when the light just catches it. There is a bit of a ripple on the water, so I may introduce a ND filter just to take some of that ripple off in a minute or two. We will see how it looks. What an absolutely beautiful morning it's looking to be. So as simple as that composition was, I do feel like I want to make something a little bit more complex. So I'm just heading over this very marshy bogland here to little copse of trees, which I think might make a nice framing. So I said I was looking for a complex composition after that very simple minimalist frame we took earlier, and I've definitely found that here. We've got this dry stone wall that's collapsed in the middle. We've got these birch which are leaning over to the left. Another smaller one there which just continues the eye through the scene, and it's been very, very difficult to frame this up. I'm trying to make sure none of the branches are encroaching over the top of the castle there, so we've got a really nice clean minimalist framing. I think I've just about managed to do that after a lot of toing and froing. So yeah, we've got the dry stone wall here which leads the eye in, and I've really settled on just 3 trees. The ones on the left kind of do lean out of the frame a little bit, but yeah, I think the castle being lit so well is kind of anchoring that composition a little bit. It doesn't really feel like you're getting dragged out to the left just because of the light back there, I feel. So yeah, hopefully it's an interesting shot, and yeah, I'm going to work this little copse of trees here, see if I can find anything else, because this is absolutely wonderful. So I spent a fair bit of time over the last sort of hour just wandering around these trees here, and I found this really nice grouping just in front of me here that kind of fit well together. And now we've got a really blue sky, and I think what I'm trying to do here is fill some of that blue sky up with the branches and kind of frame the mountains beyond the loch here. And I think it works quite well. In fact, I think it's probably my favourite composition that I've made this morning. It's not been easy though, because camera position is everything here. If you go too high, the mountains almost swallow up the composition of the trees, whereas if you go too low, you incorporate too much sky and not enough of the loch. The lower the camera position is, the thinner the loch gets. So it's kind of getting that balance between the composition in terms of the trees fitting with the landscape and not having too much blue sky either. But it's been super fun trying to fit this composition together. Please do let me know in the comments which you prefer out of all of the images I've taken this morning. I'd love to know. So in case you're wondering what equipment I've got with me today, you might be able to see I've got the Fuji X-H2 set up here on the tripod. I've got the 16-50 kit lens on there. I've got the 70-300 zoom lens and the 9mm f2.8 Viltrox prime lens, which I've been using quite a lot and I've been thoroughly enjoying actually, getting a really wide angle perspective. So what an absolutely beautiful morning it's been so far today in sunny Scotland. It really is a joy to be here. Now before we move on to our next location, I'd just like to thank the sponsor of this week's video, which is Squarespace. So recently I created a clothing brand called More Art Collective, and I put all of this together using Squarespace, and it was super easy to do. I just uploaded my images, added the text and set my price in, and Squarespace took care of everything else for me. Now if you're unsure what Squarespace is, it's basically an online platform where you build your own website. Now they've got loads of amazing templates to choose from to get you started, and also tools to help you create something more unique as well. It's not just photo galleries and stores though, you can even set up your own newsletter. I've been using them for many years, long before they became a sponsor of this channel. So yes, it comes highly recommended. So if you'd like to set up your very own website, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your own site, go to squarespace.com/IanWorth to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Yeah, please do go and check out the links. They're down in the video description. It really helps the channel as well. And I also just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that checked out the More Art Collective store. The drop now is over, so big thanks to everybody that picked up a t-shirt or a hoodie. Your support is much appreciated and it helps us reach amazing places such as this, but it also supports young upcoming artists as well. So yeah, it really is for a really good cause. Now, the first drop is completed, it's over, but we are working on some new designs, and when those new designs are finished, we will be opening the store permanently. But yeah, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you, because yeah, without things like that, we just wouldn't be in places like this. So yeah, your support is so much appreciated. Anyway, let's get on. So it's time to move on to our next location, and we're also meeting up with somebody else as well. I wonder if you can guess who. Right, let's crack on. So welcome to the amazing Glen Coe, and what a privilege it is to be standing here admiring these amazing views. It really is just absolutely beautiful, it really is. Now, I've met up with my buddy Henry, and this afternoon we've been scouting some different locations, one of which we'll be taking a look at sunrise tomorrow morning. So I'm really excited about that, because I think it could make a really good image. But this afternoon the light has been very, very harsh, so I haven't really shot anything. Well, I haven't shot anything at all, apart from just some recce shots on my phone. But yeah, I'm looking at this scene in front of me here, and these silver birch trees are being backlit by the sun, and the leaves are so fresh, you know, they've just unfurled, and they look like Christmas decorations all lit up. It really does look beautiful, and I'm wondering whether I can make something work here, maybe with a telephoto, or maybe even wide when that sun drops down a little bit more. But yeah, what an absolutely beautiful place this is. Surely I can make an image, and then I might retreat back up to shoot a more classic viewpoint, the S-Bends, which is yeah, a very well photographed area. But it'd be amazing to maybe shoot that if we get some nice colour in the sky a bit later. But yeah, I think it's time to bust the camera out and see what we can see. Well, eventually I've got myself a composition, and yes, I have struggled a little bit. I was trying to isolate some of these silver birch trees that are on the mid section of this mountain range here. However, yeah, I found it very, very difficult, because I just couldn't get a clean composition. There was always something else encroaching in front of the object I was trying to shoot. So I've come away from that. I've put the standard zoom lens on, and I'm at about 20mm, and I'm framing up the entire mountain range here. And yeah, this light is still coming through the valley, which is absolutely beautiful, and just catching the tops of all of these silver birch. Now, it's been quite difficult to frame up. I'm just trying to get some, you know, balance and harmony within the composition itself. It feels a little bit central heavy, if you will. The main peak there sits right in the center of the frame, but I do have a leading line coming from the bottom left hand corner, and we've got light coming from the top right hand corner, so hopefully there's a bit of flow through the image. There's definitely a bit of a transition of tones in this shot as well, and I do quite like the look of it here on the back of the camera. Whether that will translate into the finished image or not, I don't know. Yeah, what a lovely little scene here. The light is just beautiful now. It's a lot softer. There's some high level cloud back there, and it's just softening that light as it's coming through and allowing me to shoot it. Yeah, it's been quite difficult this afternoon, but who cares? It's not all about photography, is it? You know, landscape photography is of course about getting the camera and taking photos, but you know, being out in nature as well is a big part of it. And yeah, you need to embrace those moments, or at least I like to embrace those moments when I'm not taking photos just as much as when I am. But anyway, enough of my rabble. I'll put this image up, and please do let me know if you think compositionally it worked out or not. I'm still sitting on the fence with this one. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, take a few more shots, and then retreat back up to a more classic viewpoint and see if we can make something work there. The water levels in the river here are very, very low, so I'm not sure whether that will work either, but we're going to have a bit of fun trying. So Henry's just come walking over to me, or should I say squelching over to me. He's just been shooting a waterfall back there, crossed over the river, and yeah, completely fell in. He is absolutely soaking. Look, let me show you. Look at him. Look at this. Boots completely full. Absolutely ridiculous.
Squelching around Glen Coe here, flipping hell, man.
He absolutely loves the water, does our Henry. He can't get enough of it, week in, week out. So while I'm making my way to the waterfall, I just thought I'd mention why we're actually here in Glen Coe, and that is because we are putting in some groundwork for an upcoming photography tour that will be running in November, myself and Henry, and we're super looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got loads of incredible locations that we're going to be visiting. We've got some more to check out over the next couple of days as well. So if you would like to join us for 3 days in November here in the wonderful Glen Coe, please do go and check out the link in the video description, or click on or scan the QR code that is on the screen as well, and I'll leave the link on the screen as well. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Probably some of the most epic spots that we will visit on any of our tours this year. So yeah, please do go and check it out if you think you might be up for it. We would love to see you. Anyway, right, I need to cross this river, and hopefully I won't do what Henry just did. So as you can see, we are back in the van. I've got a brew on, I've just had a little bit of tea, and I'm going to get myself tucked into bed very, very shortly because I'm absolutely exhausted. The days are so long at the minute. 5 AM start, 9 PM finish. Yeah, pretty long days, but I'm absolutely loving every moment of it. Yeah, I didn't manage to get a composition on that waterfall at the end, or the cascade that runs through. Yeah, the light levels just diminished quickly. There wasn't really any colour in the sky, and the water levels were very, very low as well. So I knocked that one on the head, but I've got a fantastic composition to work on in the morning, and the forecast is for some very good light as well. So yeah, should be good. So I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. Wow. So there is a little bit of colour coming into the sky just now, a little bit similar to last night, just some very high level wispy cloud. But yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And there's a little bit of a cascade down here that I think I'm going to use as my foreground to get a shot of these amazing mountains. And hopefully that cloud will drift across, because that will be absolutely amazing. So excuse the noise of the water, I hope it's not too distracting, but I've framed my first composition up here of the morning, just looking across this cascade here. Got some rocks in the foreground that lead the eye towards the mountains there. There's a little bit of wispy cloud at the top left corner. Not a huge amount of detail in the sky. I would perhaps have liked a little bit more, but you know, yeah, we've got this water that runs around the foreground here. It's not a huge amount of water running through the scene, but at the minute I've got about 1/6 of a second without any filters on. So yeah, it's just showing some movement in the water. That shutter speed will obviously quicken up as the sun rises as well. So we'll get some different textures as the sun rises. So it's I think it's quite a nice one. I'm at this low sort of vantage point here, and you can't see the road, which obviously runs right through the glen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's obstructing that, and hopefully we'll get some nice light on the mountain in a second or two, and then maybe I'll wander back downstream and see if we can get a few more compositions. There's a waterfall back there I think looks quite interesting as well. So yeah, fingers crossed for some nice light on the side of these hills. So I think I was quite happy with that shot, but what I'm doing now is I'm just leaving the camera on the tripod, and I'm just seeing if the light is going to wrap around this side of the mountain or not. I can see a few little glints of light on the very top edge of the mountain there. So yeah, it's just a case of when the sun rises, if it moves too much further around to the west, it might not wrap around this side of the mountain. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because it'd be lovely to get some of that golden light just hitting the textures around this side of the mountain. That was kind of what I was hoping for. It's been very difficult. We've obviously tracked the sun where it's rising on photo pills, and it looks like it might just work. I think it's probably going to be at least an hour after sunrise before the sun gets above the peaks back there. So yeah, we'll see. So what a couple of lovely days it's been here in Scotland. Now I will have another video coming out from this area probably in a week or two, so stay tuned if you fancy checking that out. Big thanks as always for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Such a joy for me to be able to share places like this with you. So yeah, big thanks for watching. And if you do fancy checking out the photography tour that we'll be running here in Glen Coe, please be sure to check out the link in the video description or scan the QR code on the screen. Anyway, thanks once again. Hope to see you again next week.